Hi, this is Bjorn from Skeino. Our today's subject is swatching. And as you know, it always makes sense to grab the needle and the yarn and go by the gauge, and then you have to make decisions about, is this really your gauge you like? Because it is up to you. And the main part of my telling little story today is not to waste any yarn with the swatches. And there's a little trick how to do it, and I will show it to you. Just follow me. As I told you in my introduction, I want to talk today about swatching, and you know how important it is to use a yarn and do the swatch after you read the gauge, because the gauge doesn't mean it is 100% correct. You need to take your needles, because you are holding the yarn differently than I do and others do. And here I started a project with a soft, smooth merino yarn, and this is a felted wool yarn. It looks almost like hand spun. And I realized that the needle I wanted to use, and it would give me the right gauge, but I don't like it, because the felted yarn doesn't work smoothly. It makes these big loops here. So what I need to do is I have to change the needle until I finish a swatch, which one is satisfaction for me. So as you know, I do swatching too, but this is what you already know, but I have something else. And what I want to show you is swatching without losing that amount of yarn which one you're using for the swatch for your project. And when you have a ball winder at home, you know you can start the yarn on your knitting project from the outside, or you can start taking the yarn from the inside of your ball. What I like to do, here's the inside from the second yarn. I knit my swatch usually from the outside, and then what I'm doing, okay, I have my gauge, this is the right size and it looks nice and I'm completely happy, but I do not want to lose the yarn I just used up for the swatch, because you don't know, you might need a yard or two on the very end of your project. So I'm starting knitting this from the outside, and when my swatch is done, I'm just pulling my needles out, put it together, put it on the side, and it is always with my yarn together, and I'm taking the yarn from the inside and I start my project. And when it comes to an end for my balls, I have the yarn still here and can take it apart. It will be a little bit curly, but I think it doesn't matter. You will block or wash your piece anyway. So this is a wasteless swatching, and I think it makes really sense not to throw it away. You don't have to cut it off. You just carry it with you. You can put it underneath. You can put some safety pins to it and carry this in your bag, and then you're all set. So this was my big message for today. So keep swatching, keep using different sizes of needles until you are satisfied with what comes out of your hands, what you're doing. And it doesn't need to be the needle size in the gauge, which one is given by the project. It should please you, and you are just the creator and you can change it. So this is my little subject for today. Thank you for watching.